R&B artist that we're going to be talking about, and Ari Lennox dropping a sultry, sultry album, Age, Sex, Location, looking like an absolute queen on the cover here.
Mm-hmm.
Just absolute fire. And I mean, it's been a little bit since we heard from Ari. Right? Like a few years now. I think 2019 was
Correct.
Shea Butter Baby. Really solid first full length album. And I wouldn't say I was like eagerly anticipating Ari. I think like when I think about her peers, there's a couple of others that I probably find myself wanting to hear more from, but Ari kind of in my mind had fallen kind of into like the middle tier of these like R&B singers in a sense. And I think that's kind of unfair because I think Shea Butter Baby was a really solid like debut, and Age, Sex, Location I feel like just like reestablished her as like top tier in this
Mm.
realm. I was really impressed with it. How did you feel about the album?
Yeah, I totally agree. Coming leading up to this, we've been enjoying, I think, Ari Lennox features whenever they pop up, but this was a clear level up from Shea Butter Baby, and just I think a really confident, sexy R&B album.
Mhm.
Simple as that. It was just really good. you know, uh, long to establish that women run R&B. We know this, right? There's plenty of choice there. Um, the male side of things, not so much to listen to beyond like Giveon and Brent Faiyaz we already heard this year. Women though, they just be dropping heat constantly. Ari Lennox, the latest one, and yeah, I thought it was very confident, very very capable, and she just sounds great on it like the entire time.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like a skip on this. I feel like there's maybe songs I liked more or less. I think the first track that I really like stopped and was like, "Ooh, that one just totally caught me." Was "Waste My Time," the third track. Um, man, just even like to start off, the first like words she sings other than "ooh" on it are "No dick making me stupid, no funny Valentine, loving from Cupid." Um, just like what a first line to draw you in. And then she's just absolutely gliding over this beat, singing so gorgeously with I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's her own vocals in the background or hired background vocals, but it all just like swirls and twirls around itself to like really make this beautiful, beautiful track. That was a clear standout to me right off the bat. A couple other tracks that I really liked. Boy Bye featuring Lucky Day, I thought was a
Mm,
clear standout. Outside was like such a funky track near the back
yeah,
half of the album. And a little bit earlier on, Pressure is like super like playful and light, and like she's just like switching it up throughout this in terms of tempo, in terms of goal of the song, and she's just like really crushing all of it. Just super impressed with all the whole album.
yeah. No, I totally agree. Boy, Bio Lucky Day, just a really awesome duet. You
Hmm.
know, uh, conversely, I think Chloe Bailey was a nice compliment on
Yeah.
Leak It. Chloe probably, I don't know, a little edgier on the R&B type of
Mhm.
thing, so it's like a nice contrast. Although, not that Ari Lennox necessarily shying away from any of that kind of stuff either, I suppose, on this one. I totally agree on Outside. I thought that one was just really great. The way Ari Lennox sings some of those like long notes sounds
Yeah.
tremendous. And the post chorus in particular is really great. Um, really right off the bat with POF, the chorus from Ari Lennox just has like such like volume to it. Like I'm not quite sure if it's like layered on vocals or not, but it's just like a really like rich piece of singing from Ari
Mhm.
Lennox. Maybe because it's her singing on top of each other herself. I don't know, but that one sounded really good too. Um, Also, Stop By, I dug
Mm.
as well.
Yeah, we named like more than half the songs on this, so I think pretty much our takeaway is Ari Lennox is back and she's still great, and she deserves, I think, more love than she gets. Um, yeah, I mean it's funny because like you mentioned, there's a few features on here. I think Lucky Day is great. I think Chloe's great, and actually, like probably the one I liked least was the one with Summer Walker at the end of the album. But I still thought it was like a pretty solid like showing from Summer. So it's not even a bad
Hmm.
one. It's just like the worst of the three, I guess.
Yeah, Interestingly, at the beginning of the year 2022, Ari Lennox had really expressed some frustrations with her label and had wanted off. I'm not quite sure if that is directed at Dreamville or more as like the parent company of Interscope. I'm not really sure. Obviously, how would I know? But it is kind of interesting to see that pop up because Ari Lennox is the only woman on Dreamville, and you know, for a time, the only woman on TDE was SZA, who's basically doing the same, going through the same thing.
Mhm.
Obviously, Ari's peer in R&B. I don't know, interesting thing to keep an eye on, I guess. But this album seems to be getting a lot of love. Cole tweeted about it still, so hopefully there's no bad blood there at Dreamville. But yeah, I mean, Dreamville did the thing really good job this year. We got the Earth Gang album, got the JIT album, now I got the Ari Lennox album. All their chief lieutenants after Cole delivering some heat for us, no question.
Yeah, no, Dreamville definitely coming through this year. Really appreciate them. Um, I was just thinking, like, is this the best R&B album we've gotten this year? Trying to
I
think what
really
else
love
is
the
there.
Brent album, but
Hmm.
it's those two for sure.
Yeah,
I'd
I think
say.
this is above that for me. But yeah, it really strong showing. Definitely check this out.